I'm so glad to be here with you today again for another Friday tonic. I love it when it's Friday because I'm so sure, like some others too, that you have the weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday, for yourself to do what you like. So this is another terrific, fantastic, fantabulous Friday. Good enough to serve you my usual Friday tonic. This is Learn with Joes, an academy of knowledge economy. And I am your digital professor. My name is Josephine. Tuesdays, I teach a core course, this channel, and Fridays like this, I talk on germane issues, important issues that are very good. If we take to it, we eat to eat for our lives. So I welcome you all. I want to thank you so much, all my viewers, my subscribers, and those who just pass. Next time you just pass, click that subscribe button. Share it with friends. I'm speaking today on another good topic. I titled it The Taxi Driver's Daughter. It's based on one good turn deserves another. Some of us, we never know that what goes round comes round. If you're good, your goodness, even if you don't reap it directly, your children or people close to you will reap those goodness. And if you're wicked, the same thing. The bad will always come back to you. The taxi drivers is a professor. The taxi driver's daughter is a professor in a very prestigious university. A medical professor, a doctor, not academic doctor alone, but medicine, a medical doctor, but a professor who teaches. So when she got to her class, and most professors, they've written books, and some of their course outlines are in those books. And they normally encourage their students to purchase books. But some are different from others. Why some professors compel their students to buy their books, it's not an option for them. All of them must find a way, a means of buying those books if they really want to pass that course. Because they will tell you, I'm not going to give you any other note. Everything I'm going to teach you is in that book. So you need to have that book for yourself to be able to pass this course. When this professor, a female professor, that's why I said the taxi driver's aura, go to the class. Before introducing herself, she told the class, yes, I know I have textbook for you to guide you in this course, but if for any reason some of you cannot buy those books, write a note to me and I will permit you not to buy. My books are not compulsory. It's only to guide and help you. And if you have a situation in hand that is impossible, you don't have the fund to purchase, let me know. I will see a way of helping you out. So one of the students raised up his hand and said, Prof, why are you different from some other professors we have been in their classes? The others compelled that we should buy those textbooks. But you are saying if you cannot buy, you will allow it, we should write to you. In that case, we won't say anybody buy your books. The professor laughed. He said, before I tell you my name, I'm going to tell you a little story, a true life story that shaped my outlook. And that's one of the reasons I'm not making it compulsory. If you are really, really a diligent student, you don't need to buy. I can help you out. And it doesn't mean you're going to fail this course. You will pass, you soon pass. Once you know, you're listening very well in my class, you jot notes, you will still pass. And for you buying my books, I'm not bothered because I know those who will buy, those who will not buy, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make or mar me. So she told them a story. She said there was a taxi driver who plied a particular route. That taxi driver had only one daughter. His wife is late. So it's only this taxi driver and the daughter that live alone. And when the daughter was still in small, he used to drop her at school, and he used to, the little money he makes, he gives to the daughter, encourage the daughter to study very well, to read very well, that he shouldn't worry. That's why he has not remarried after the death of her mother, that he is here to take good care of her. And good is it, the daughter is very brilliant. When she got admission into a university, the first day, the driver took to the gate of the university. And because he's so used to packing lunch for her daughter to eat in school, she also made the sandwich she always give to her. The daughter initially, even though it's now grown up as a university first, university something, he didn't want to offend the dad. He took it. First day, second day, after a week, the daughter said, Daddy, don't pack me this sandwich long anymore. You want others to laugh at me? Nobody is bringing this kind of thing to the classroom. And you see that the way I take it is the way I bring her back. So don't waste time, don't worry. I would say, okay, you should have told me, okay, rather take this little money and buy whatever you like to eat so that you don't stay hungry when you're in school. The daughter said, thank you, Daddy. But that taxi driver had an habit that is a result of the last will, if I can say it, of his late wife. When he bought that minivan that he uses for taxi to ply those roads, the wife was still alive then, she has not fallen sick. And the wife said, for this thing God has done for us, any of your last passenger, don't get any money. Wherever that person is going within your route, if that person is your last passenger that you have picked up before coming home, please don't take money from such passenger. So the taxi, even after the demise of the wife, he started eating the warning, it's not warning, the words of his wife that don't take money from the last passenger. He said, maybe not taking that money, that God will continue to bless you. And good enough. He's been using that his mini bus for many years now. He never had any accidents. Even in many years like that, it's only twice he's taking it for repairs. Even down now that the daughter is in the university, is the same university has been using since he was young. The thing they have become a kind of old, rugged vehicle, but it doesn't break down. And when the wife passed on, because they are Muslims, he did in memory of the wife. And one of the way he put a kind of a water tap there. You know, Muslim, when they are going to the mosque, they need to use this water to, do ablution before they can go into the mosque. So she did it there for people who want to drink this water, or he wants to put it in that their little thing they normally take the water to take to the mosque to clean up during ablution before their prayers. At any time he passes through where he put that thing, he will get down. Either he's thirsty or not thirsty, he will get down and drink. So one night like this, it was a very terrible night. There was a kind of thunderstorm. You could see the weather was so bad. It was like last year when he returned. Normally the daughter, when the daughter finishes, the daughter will say, Daddy, instead of you leaving your job, to come and pick me up at the gate of the university. I'm now grown up. I'm no longer a young child like you used to go and drop and come and pick. I can find my way to the terminals and join you at the terminals so that we can go home together. So that's what the daughter normally do. So when the daughter finished this day in the university, and before she left there, they were told that tomorrow, all you medical students here, the professor told them, when their professor was teaching them, being a stethoscope, being a white lab coat you'll be using, and one other item that are very essential for their training as medical students. 3 items, everything costing like about $300. Okay. Anyway, she told the dad, they said tomorrow we have to pay $300 for the lab coat, white lab coat, for the stethoscope, and for, I can't remember this one other equipment. The dad said, well, are they going to give us some days to pay? Or he said, no, they said we should all bring the money tomorrow. Tomorrow? Okay, let's see how it goes. So when she left the school and went to the terminal to meet the dad, she told the dad about it. She joined the other passenger in the car. When the dad dropped all those passengers, he took her daughter home and said, daughter, please don't wait up for me. You say you need money, let me go back. He said, the weather is better. I know the weather is not good, but God will be with me. I come back home. Okay? She went back to the terminals. At that point in time, so many other vehicles, they have closed and all that, but there are so many people at the terminals because of the weather, the rain. They didn't get enough. So it was so good. Business was good for him that he was taking them, coming back, taking them, coming back. After he has taken the kind of last passenger that he saw, when he was going to drop there, he saw a gentleman beside, just there, drilling. The rain had started then. The gentleman was there on the road, really. So he stopped and said, okay, you will be my last passenger today. Where are you going? The man told him. He said, okay, entered. Let me drop other passenger, because he stopped. Seems to be the last terminals that he will go. So you will be my last passenger. I know it's very late now. When I drop these ones and I'm taking you down there, and then I can go home. So he said how much? He said, don't worry about the amount, just come inside. The man was saying, don't worry, just come inside. He goes inside. When he dropped the ones in the car, and on the way, before they got to the terminals, the man would, they saw some people were stranded. Apparently, their taxi broke down and dropped them, couldn't go anywhere. So he took them. He told the man, since you want me to drop you in your house, let me drop this. If you don't mind, let me drop this stranded. He dropped them. They asked, no, don't worry. You are all my last passengers. Normally, I don't take money from my last passengers. So he dropped them. So as they were going, when they got to the man now told him, he said, I was robbed. of my car and all the valuable, well, including money, and dropped where you saw me. So I don't have money to pay you now, but please, when you take me to my house, just wait for me. I will go in and bring money to pay. He said, no, you don't need to pay me money. So why? Why wouldn't I? You don't know me from anywhere. So no, I don't take money from my last passenger, and you seem to be my last passenger. But on the way, he stopped at that water system and stopped to drink water. Yes, are you first? He said, no. I made that in memory of my wife, late wife, who told me never to take money from the last passenger. And each time I pass through, I always like to drink a little of that water. That's why. So he stopped to drop. The man noticed a photo of a young girl on the dashboard of the taxi. He said, oh, is that your daughter? Oh, he said, oh, that's my doctor. He said, she's a doctor. A doctor? She looks young to be a doctor. He said, she's in her first year in the university. But yeah, I always call her a doctor now because I know she's going to do well throughout, and she's a doctor, and that's why people call me Papa Doctor, doctor's father. That's why they call me that. Okay. The man didn't talk, he didn't say anything. So when they got to the man said, please. So the man said, no, you were robbed, they were taken over. Let me take you to the police station so you can make a formal report before I take you home. Say, no, let me get home first. I need to take some other things, identity, because before I go to the police station to report, because if I go there are other things they might ask me. I have nothing with me now to even identify myself and things like that. But if I get to my wife and children, they will know why I'm late. I'll be able to tell them, and then I cannot go to the police. Okay, don't worry, I will take you. I will take you to the police station. Don't worry about the time. So the taxi driver stayed there. But immediately this man got home. The taxi driver had a scream from the man's out. So he got down and rushed in to know there was a gas that has leaked inside the house, and the wife and the children of these people, they were now unconscious because of the gas leak. So the taxi driver helped this man to quickly carry his wife and the children into the taxi and rush them to the hospital. And they were lucky because the doctor said if there had been some few minutes late, they will have passed on through to that gas leakage, that the gas they have inhaled. So the timely intervention of taking them to the hospital saved the wife of this man and the children. And after they were treated, they said they have stabilized, they can go. The man waited. The taxi man waited. He said, you don't need, he said, no, you don't have a car, let me wait with you. It was so late in at that time, it was like even early morning. He said, don't worry, don't worry. So the taxi man waited. When they stabilized, it took them, they went to the police station to report about the theft of the man's car, and then it took them back home. But that back home, the air route, they look for that linking gas before they enter. They seal it up, everything was okay, perfect. The thing they opened all the doors was aerated, so they now went back in. That was the time, and the man just asked, okay, if you're not taking money with all these things you've done for me, can I know your name? He told the man his name. Is that your daughter? You said she's a doctor. Yes, the first year doctor. Which university? He mentioned it. What's your daughter's name? He said it's Fatima. What's your own Umar? He said, oh, your Fat. Okay, your daughter is Fatima Umar. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So the man left happily singing and got home. When he got home, it was so late. The daughter slept. So in the morning, the doctor said, Daddy, did you make enough money today? This is what they said. Said, look, I was able to make $200. And that was all I made before I carried the last passenger. And I don't take money from the last passenger. If I'm taking money, maybe but I don't. Because it's the blessing I received from the last passenger that has been with us and has been helping us. And God has used that to help us, to favor us, and give us his grace. Take this 200 and pay the daughter said, okay, daddy, okay, let me take this 200, but it's 300 they want us to bring. But whatever happens, I let you know. Say, God will be with you. You will receive favor. I tried, but don't worry. Maybe today I make more money to complete it. Tell them you will pay tomorrow. If you don't want to take this 200 because it's too late, tell them you pay tomorrow. The daughter said, yeah, let me wait till tomorrow. I can't take 200 because it's 300 they ask us to bring. So the daughter now went to school. So when the daughter got to school, someone came from the dean office and said, who is Fatima Huma here? She was afraid. Has she done anything wrong? Or is it because she hasn't paid? She didn't know what she has done. So she said, I mean, shyly, she said, yes, I am Fatima Umar. Said, you didn't want to. So she got up meekly, followed the messenger to the dean office. When she got there, she was afraid. She didn't know what she has done. You know, as a new student, being called to the dean office is something big. Many people don't even get into the dean office until they get to the even final year, their first year. So the dean said, come in. Oh, you're Fatima, I see. He said, what's your father's name? She told them the father's name. What job does your father do? He said, he's a taxi driver. I say, he's a taxi driver. He said, your daddy helped me yesterday. He was the one who saved my wife's and children's life, because if I'd not been there without a car for me, there's no way I would have taken my children and my wife early to the hospital for them to be saved from that gas elation. So I'm very grateful. So the family said, oh, you are the last passenger. I said, oh, yes, I am the last passenger. He said, you have a very good father. And then I just want to know who you are. The good. He said, and that's what's going to say, hey, Fatima, come back. He said, I've got you your lab coat, your stethoscope, and the other equipment, and handed it over. Fatima didn't want to take it. He said, I'm sorry, Daddy, I don't know. I'm sorry, Dean. I don't know if, he said, no, take it. I'm just giving it to you, Professor. So she thanked the Dean and went back to her class. And when she got to the terminus to go and meet the dad to take out, she told the dad how God has provided those items for her without her to pay the $300. And she told the dad that is the dean that he carried as the last passenger. And because of that promise that he will come and check on them, because the man insisted when he dropped that you and your daughter, I want you to come to our house to visit. Fatima and her dad, they now went to the dean's house to thank him and for them to meet his family. I haven't told the students this story. The professor said, here I am, Fatima Umar. That is my name, your professor. And you see now, the reason why I said, if you cannot afford my book, let me know. You are not forced to buy it. I don't force students to buy my book. I was once an indigent student whose father was male taxi driver who saw me through my university, and today I'm a professor, a pride to my father. So do not be afraid. So it doesn't matter. Do not be afraid in this class. If you cannot afford it, you don't need to buy it. You can see how one good turn deserves to another. If the dad had been so nasty to that dean, will the daughter get the favor she got? No. The favor the dad did became a favor for Fatima, who later graduated to be a medical doctor and hence a professor of medicine. It's good for us to be good. That's a lesson from the taxi driver's daughter. Whoever you are, all we need to do is to do good. And I know, and I think I've mentioned this story also in one of my other videos about about a dead man getting a job for his son. Not that he rose up from the dead, no. But because the CEO of that company, the son went for an interview, he helped him while alive through his studies when the man could not afford school fees. The man was the one who paid it and saw him through. The boy was so young, he didn't even know. But seeing that name and confirming that is the son of his old benefactor, despite that, there are better candidates who have better qualifications than that boy. He took on that boy for that job, which came with official car, official house. So you can imagine, it's good to do good. Always be good. Wickedness do not pay. Some people, when you are wicked, your name alone brings problem to your children, generations even unborn. It's good to be good. It's good to do good. Whatever you sow, that's what you will harvest. Have a very wonderful weekend. Start your weekend to learn to forgive, to learn to say, I'm sorry, to learn to do good, and run away from wickedness. God will direct all our paths and show us his favor at all times. I love you all. Continue to view my videos. I thank you, all my subscribers. I thank you, my viewers. You are the one who have sustained me all these past months. In a few days, will be 1 year on this channel. Because I think we started in December 14. So keep me going by continuing to view my videos. God bless you all.